In previous episodes, we discussed the art of deliberate practice and stretching beyond our capabilities when it comes to enhancing our craft as actors. Those were the first two components out of the 4 for becoming an outstanding actor. We have 2 more to go through, and today we'll cover the 3rd component, which is research. Since the internet came into existence, the wealth of knowledge and information is at our fingertips. And as the saying goes, it's not what you know, but who you know. I would like to go further and say it's not what you know, but who knows you. Question: who out there knows you? Who out there recognizes your skills and talents? Could you wholeheartedly say that a casting director and even an agent would take their time to sing your praises? Remember, there's thousands and thousands of actors out there vying for attention, clawing for it. So how can we stand apart? How? By doing research. Let's dive in. As an example, let's say we don't have an agent and we want one. We've just graduated from acting school and we'd like for one to represent us. Every actor wants one, but not every actor deserves one. What do I mean? The average actor would make the usual approach, most likely by sending generic email explaining who they are, what they've done thus far, and their interest in being represented by the agent. We'll most probably blast a row of emails to a list of a dozen or so agents saying the same thing and hoping that one of them will see our potential and take us on board. What are the chances of the agent responding back? Literally 0. But never say never, because the more we put out there, the more chances of it coming back. It's a numbers game, and numbers don't lie. A better approach is to do the research to make sure this agent is the right fit for us. And the research doesn't have to be too grueling, but it has to be specific, meaning what are we going in for? What do we expect to get out of the transaction? And how is it best to approach the company or the agent itself? This works in all walks of life and not just in acting. Agents are human beings just like us. They have their likes and dislikes, their preferences towards certain styles of actors, certain characters, etc. Not every agent out there is suited for every type of actor, and if they are, then we should think very carefully of whether we like to join their party. Remember, we should be just as hesitant and careful when deciding on an agent as they should be towards us. This research includes finding out who the agents represent. What are their values, seeing if they're on the social media posting regularly and finding out about them personally, including their hobbies, and gradually building a picture of the agent and their company. Just like an agent would want to know who we are, the same is in reverse. Do we have anything in common with them? Once we've gone through a list of agents, we narrow it down to about 10 or so that we like the look of and have gained enough knowledge and information about, and then and only then we are allowed to approach. But how? We need to have a pitch. Yes, a pitch. Our pitch is a statement about who we are and what we're up to in the acting world. It's our big game and it needs to have a payoff. Anyone can say I'm good at playing such and such roles, so we need to figure out how to give this meaning and back it up. To do this, we must add a story to our pitch to demonstrate how we managed to overcome a challenge or two, describing how we came to discover our talents for a particular character in our short film, sketch, or even play, and how we succeeded in bringing this character to life. Make it sound enticing rather than salesy. It has to be charged with emotion and vigor so that the person reading it will be engaged. The whole point is getting a reaction, even if it's a no for now. Last thing we want is to sound monotonous and boring like most emails that get sent out to agents. Commanding the agent's attention by communicating the right way will be remembered even if we're not chosen yet. Here's how to go about doing the pitch. Who? Introduce ourselves by name. Why? Why are we writing to them? Let's go back to the first component to remind ourselves of the particular character we're good at playing and why we think we're the perfect fit for this agency. What? Share what we have done recently or in the past that stands out. We tell it in story form as explained, so it is engaging with a beginning, middle, and a resolution. differentiating ourselves from all the other emails. How? Describing how it can be an asset to the agency, stating our values and abilities, and evidencing this by sharing something in common with the agency or other actors they represent. Practice writing the pitch and fine-tune it so that we can share it with others to give us their honest comments and feedback. The aim is to leave the agent uplifted by our pitch. If we don't hear back, then let's not fret. We've made a list of around 10 agents, so let's keep at it. We can always go back and email them again in a couple of months' time as a follow-up and an update on where we're at in our actor's trajectory. But remember, first, let's do our research before any approach, finding out as much as we possibly can, and miracles are sure to happen.